warmest place in my heart for our first performer, the Alien Comic. Who does not love the Alien Comic? I love him. Mr. Comic invites you all to his birthday show. I was gonna do my my dance to open, but I can't do that now because he's made a big mess of the stage. But he always does, and we love it so much. Just read the card. Just read the card. He invites you all to his birthday show next Friday night, February 8th at 8 p.m. at Dixon Place. The Alien Comic.
These are a few of my favorite images that I prefer to see in my dreams. But lately, all I've been having are TV war dreams. And sometimes I fall asleep at night in front of the TV, and I hear the anti-aircraft fire putting me to sleep, or I see the tracer bullets going out of the sky, and I drift off, and I have all these weird dream images. I see Dan Quayle saying, playing quick draw, saying things like, "My hairdryer is bigger than your hairdryer." I see Secretary Dick Cheney, yes, just on Christmas morning saying, "Oh boy, war toys, war toys." I see General Schwarzkopf at a briefing saying, "We are going to stretch the command and control capability of Saddam Hussein until it snaps." Whoa. And then I hear him saying, "And we're going to kick some butt." That's what a kick butt looks like. And I see Senator Al D'Amato talking about how we're going to pay for the war. That's right, we're going to pay. This is the U.S. wallet, right? And even though we don't have ever enough money to fight AIDS or crack or homelessness, when it comes to fighting a foreign war, we got bouquets of butts. We got all the money we need. And in his typical political doublespeak, he says, "We will implement the fornicating personnel neutralizers to the maximum distance of reincarnation." And what that two-faced guy means is, we're gonna bomb those fuckers back to the Garden of Eden. And then, of course, our lovely President Bush, I want you to read my skinny lips. I tell you that we will not fight this war with one hand tied behind our back. And then there's Ramsey Clark saying, "Oh yes, right, we killed 1 million Vietnamese. I guess that's what you mean by fighting one war with your hand tied behind your back." And then Bush says, "That kind of thinking is just another liberal crutch. And we don't need any liberal crutches in this war. We gotta break those crutches." Yes. And then I see him treating Saddam Hussein. He's getting really bellicose, that Bush, and been really kind of a warrior, like he's stalking a fly in the desert. You know? Look around, where is that fly? Where is that fly in the desert? Oh, there it is. I see that fly in the desert. Oh, look, that fly has landed on a portrait of Saddam Hussein. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Bam! I got him, right? I got him. Yeah. And then, speaking of bellicose madmen, there he is. Yes, sir, I see Saddam. You want? Yeah. You want oil? You want oil, U.S. devil? I'll give you oil. Yes, and then I see a graphic of the Persian Gulf. And there's Saddam promising oil. Yes, who says oil doesn't mix with water, huh? Right. You want Smart Bomb? We give you Smart Bomb. It's a tiny little plane with a brain inside. This little plane is going to fly over to New Jersey. That's right, it's going to New Jersey. And it's not going to bomb any of those baby formula plants. It's going to bomb as its target a plant that makes ice cream. All right, how do you like it, New York City in wartime without your beloved Haagen-Dazs? Yes. both the politicians and the generals, they're all out there. They're banding together. They're hungry. They're like a pack of hungry dogs. That's right. What are we going to do with this band of hungry dogs? Feed those dogs of war. Feed them doggies. Come on now. That's it. Feed those doggies. Feed those dogs of war. Everywhere, and not little Scud missiles. You can walk down the street with missiles you can see coming at you. Yeah. And you know, of course, in honor of Hussein, who Peter Ornette says has wonderful, beautiful ties, we have here an anti-personnel neckwear. Just like this, you know. Nice to meet you, Peter, but not too close, okay? And then our headwear is going to be a little more sturdy than those floppy hats. This is kind of a nice hat where you feel if something falls on you, it won't hurt you. And personal air raid hats, these are going to be nice because you can wear these and look around. Is that an air raid siren I heard? Yes, I guess it was. And then maybe a personal high fashion gas mask. Now, these gas masks come without those canisters, so that makes it easier for you to talk. And when you're going to a formal party, how about something nice and nuclear? Here's the top hat, something nice and nuclear so you can party like there's going to be no tomorrow. Yeah. All right. And then, of course, at the party, they'll probably interview a few upscale peace activists. I saw some the other night, you know. They were looking really great. I mean, we don't support the policy of the war, but we do support our troops because, after all, we are not fighters, we're lovers. Right, honey? Right, baby? And then I see these bombing raids. I mean, over 30,000 of them already. Red, white, and blue B-52s dropping these bombs all over Baghdad, and then those tracer bullets going up into the skies, all going up there around and around and around. And then finally that target comes in, and then all of a sudden they all get together. Boom, man, that's the way it goes. Oh boy, talk about the luckiest guy in Iraq. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not there. I'll tell you one thing, there's this guy there, and he says, listen, we got a Scud missile. We got a Scud missile going out of here. I almost forgot that. Here comes that Scud missile. It's going to go right up there. Yes, indeed it is. Right up there. Good, that's right. Everybody's cheering in Jordan as it goes by. Yes, like that. You know what Scud means, don't you? Supreme culmination of utter dickheadedness. So then we need a missile to counteract that, and here goes that Patriot missile. Yeah. And then I heard this Army engineer said, hey, wait till they get a load of the Yuppie missile. Whoa! Strike fear in their hearts. Oh, yes. But then my dream images start to get really surreal. I see the world. I see graphics of the world. And all the world is getting involved in this war. They're all coming in the war. And all of a sudden, boom, a big explosion. And all the world just kind of breaks apart. A war like this is like we're all under this big black star. And I see this plot of desert on the Saudi Arabian desert, and all of a sudden, you know, it just kind of takes off and goes right up into the sky and shatters all the stars. And all the stars start coming down, and instead of being bright stars, they're black stars, and they're shattered, and they're wasted, and they're all out. And then a big, big eye appears in the naked sky, and the eye comes in, and it starts talking, and it says, I told you boys with your war toys not to mess with Mother Nature. And then all of a sudden a big cloud fills the sky and just blocks out all the sun. It just comes charging over, coming way over. Come on, let's go. Here it comes, there's a big Godzilla monster. Oh! The Godzilla monster comes, and it comes in from the east, and it stomps everything with regard to race, religion, uniform, money, CD collections, anything. It stomps out everything. Total desolation. And that's it, because then the war is over then, but there's nothing but desolation. And then guess who comes back? Somebody to help me with my clothes, I hope. Then Mother Nature comes back, and she is there, and she's picked up on a CNN special report. Yes, guys. Special CNN report from the empty desert. And there's Mother Nature And she comes and she says, now, you see, my children of the earth, this is what's going to happen here and there and everywhere unless you wake up and see the light. I mean, come on, people. You don't want your children to look like this, do you? And then I woke up from my nightmare. And there I was, I looked out the window, and doggone if I looked out the window and I saw a lemon tree. And it was actually in bloom, even though it was the middle of the winter. And I thought to myself, that's a good omen, that's a peace omen. Maybe someday, somewhere, some of the world's leaders, some of those people will finally see the light.
I just didn't know he'd have a better dress than me. All right,